All right. Good morning and welcome to Friday Live and Mail Call. And as always, we are coming to you from yes, indeedy. And it is windy today and cold. It warmed up yesterday. Got up in the 60s, but today it's back down in the 30s. So a little bit chilly. And also, what the hell's that? That was weird. Okay. And we also have with us today.
Back in time, you'll always be home sweet home.
All
Good
right.
morning, all. Yes, I
Hey,
love
John.
that song. That's a catchy tune.
It really, really is.
It's much better than the next one you're going to play, which isn't saying much.
Oh, yes. Oops.
That was long enough. We know what song it is.
Hello, Lynn, and welcome.
Oh. I'm just not a hat guy. I get that, but I don't like to wear it. Heath had a good question, and the answer to Heath's question is neither one, California.
Neither one, California. Didn't see his question.
He wanted to know which had better weather, Florida or Oklahoma. California.
Depends. This time of year, it's probably about 20 degrees, on the average, about 20 degrees cooler here in Oklahoma. 20 degrees or so, typically. So
We may hit 80 today.
But in the summertime, like Tampa has never had a 100-degree day. Well, we get 100-degree days here in Oklahoma, but our humidity is 30% instead of 90%, so it's not so bad. So,
we get 120 with about 10% humidity.
St. Petersburg, where I lived, we either had a Gulf breeze or a bay breeze all the time. So we were usually 10 degrees cooler in the summer than, say, Hillsborough County, where Steve lived. And in the winter, we were always 10 degrees warmer than where Steve lived. So, yeah.
Anyway, just wanted to answer Keith's question there, which is better. So, there you go.
All right. Well, today, businesses have closed down. All right. You would think it's a holiday here in Oklahoma because everybody is celebrating the first round of the football playoffs because Alabama and OU play here in Norman tonight. So, and that's a big thing. We have our tallest skyscraper, the Devon Tower, has a big OU emblem lit up on the top of it, and looks pretty cool. So anyway, but like my daughter's law firm is closed today. The courthouse is closed today. You know, most of the businesses, if they're not closed all day, they'll be closed this afternoon. So, big deal here in Oklahoma today. So our pro football team, the Oklahoma Sooners. All right. Well, let's run through our roll call. And first on the list, first in, is our buddy from San Antonio.
The magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu.
All right, welcome, Rayron. Rayron had done a post, and I later saw the original to it on Facebook where Ken Patterson had a fire in his training room. And Ken Patterson, from What's Neat This Week, and so it sounds like he's swearing off foam. Because for those who don't know, foam is highly flammable. And luckily, he had fire extinguishers and was able to extinguish it after it did quite a bit of damage down to one side of his training room, his basement. So, and it wasn't clear on what started it. I know a train was running apparently, and it ran into the fire, all right, and then apparently fell off and down on the carpet. And there weren't a whole lot of there's details, but not where you could follow a story of actually what happened. So anyway.
Well, I'm sure he'll clarify everything on What's Neat This Week, next one, which he'll be taping Saturday night, so we'll get it Monday morning or Monday afternoon.
Right. And he's not with us yet because he's not on lunch, but he's in the chat, or was in the chat. And that's our fourth member.
And I'm riding on the Cotton Belt railroad line in the pitch and roll and rhythm and noise.
He will be joining us in a bit. Next in line is our pilot buddy from across the pond.
Fly like an eagle to the sea. Fly like an eagle, let my spirit carry me. I want to fly like an eagle.
You know, you got that Chicago dog there. And when Roy was in town last weekend, I took him. We got a little place here that has Chicago style food. And they actually have Vienna beef hot dogs, Chicago style Vienna beef hot dogs. So I took them there, and we had Chicago dogs. And we had this discussion last week. And if Jason's online, he can comment about it when he comes back on. But he said that he preferred the communist version, New York hot dog with grilled onions. And we have those in Chicago, but they're not hot dogs. They're Vienna beef Polish sausages with grilled onions. All right. And, but we don't call those hot dogs anyway. And I'm sure he'll have a comment for us in a bit. Let's see. Next is another good friend from across the pond. Good morning or afternoon for you, Digger, and welcome. And Joe was on time today, but doesn't matter because he still gets his song.
I'm late for a very important date. No time to say hello, goodbye. I'm late. No. I'm overdue. I'm really in a stew. No time to say goodbye. Hello, I'm late.
All right. Welcome, Joe.
Even when
And,
he's on time, he's late.
That's right. And why do I always have such a hard time finding John's? Because I don't have it under his channel name. I have it under his name. That is why. And it's party time.
Say it's your birthday. It's my birthday too, yeah. Say it's your birthday. We're gonna have a
Good morning, John, and happy birthday.
Happy 461st birthday.
Do we even know when John's birthday is?
Every day.
Every day.
Every day.
Can't
Every
miss
day.
it that way, I guess. Okay.
Yes.
That's an easy one to answer. All right. And we have the Tuna King himself from the snowy white north.
Big bay window with a view of the stars and a field full of corn.
Good morning, Dwight, and welcome. And somebody made it on time for a change. Oh my God. And let's see. All right. Oops, not done yet. That one might have to show up again later, you know.
Yes.
Good morning, Heath.
Heath had a question in chat about asking Jason some questions. I would say, Heath, the way you open boxes, if you ask questions the same way, we don't have enough time in the show.
Yeah. All right. Who else?
Oh, good. He's got an unboxing for next week. Or is that going to mean he's
All
going
right.
to take all week? I don't know.
All right. And we have.
I gave it my best shot at dragging out unboxing a while back. Got a lot of complaints, but I came pretty close.
We have John Train BFGR. I'm not sure I know who that is, but welcome, John Train BFGR. I already answered that. All right, I'm still going down through. All right, we have Buddy and Mascot.
Dutch boy.
All right, hello, hi.
Hi.
Gotta go hi.
Hi. And Ed's Railway is with us. Hello, Ed's Railway, and welcome. And Mr. Knucklehead himself is here. And that would be good morning, Jack. Mr. Knucklehead. All right, I think that's everybody. And he's installing a decoder this morning. All right. Cool. So what's happening with you guys?
Well,
Now that
I've
we've
got
made
a.
it-
We're supposed to
I
have.
got trains running. Train running. Hey, Keith, look, train running. There goes a train. Woo, woo. I got a deck of cards here somewhere, but I don't know where they are.
I can have trains running too.
Yeah. Well, look at this. Woo.
Yeah, I don't have trains running. Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, I've got this cat that I don't know. I'm gonna have to keep him outside or something. He tore up a section of my track again.
Andy,
I
I'm
don't
glad
know
you
how he
asked that
does it.
question. I'm glad Hot Dog Andy asked that question because the three
Which
sisters.
question?
This
Oh,
is one of the three sisters running. I had another one running. Once I figured out what Ron from Classic Model Trains did for a cab number, that had me a little confused. And I almost had the third one running. I'm not going to show, but all of a sudden I found this little tiny wire about the size of one of these broken. So I've got to get in there and find the other end of the wire and hook it up. I was going to run two of them this morning, but one is enough trouble. So they're going.
Jason, we already played your song. I pre-played your
that's
song.
okay because that means you say the best song for last out of our four songs.
Yes.
That's right.
Hang on. Jason. It's not cold in here. I am only wearing this because.
Well, why you got that top shirt on? You better take the top one off.
I am. I wanted to surprise you with. Ta-da!
But I did hear John say that he said Rocky Top is the best one out of y'all's three. No, see, mine's the best because y'all's three is a song about your state. Mine is a song about a railroad. So I got you all three.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's no songs about the C&EI Railroad.
Well, that's because we didn't want to play a song about pigs. All right.
Now, see, I could do, and this is a Santa Fe steam engine, so at the Santa Topeka and the Santa Fe. Okay.
Yeah, Judy Garland. There you
I'll
go.
keep my day job.
Yes, please do.
Jack's got bad news.
Uh-oh.
For you, Jason.
Don't tell me he's skipping out on going to Roberts.
You better not be.
Robert called me
picking up
yesterday, so I confirmed.
Yep, I did too. But then Robert, so as soon as I confirmed with Robert, I went ahead and made my hotel reservation. And about an hour later, he calls back. He says, I talked to Jason, and the room that he stays in has 2 twin beds, and he doesn't mind sharing. And I said, well, I don't either, except with the deep discount I got over at Homeland or whatever it is, Suites. I said there's a substantial penalty for canceling. So next time.
Oh, there you go. Jack, why can't you go to Robert's?
Uh-oh.
Said he tried to call yesterday.
And he's the one that lives the closest to Robert.
I know. It's between me and you, Steve, that lives the furthest away.
Right. I'm right at 5 hours. I think you're like a 4.5, aren't you?
Yeah. So I might be a tad bit closer, maybe. But you have to either go through or go around the DFW area.
Oh no, I don't go through DFW at all. I go down. For Oklahoma City, I go southeast. All right, and cross over at Hugo, cross Red River, Hugo, just north of Paris, and then diagonal from Paris down to Longview.
Hey, Heath, only under one condition. I need you to get your buddy Bernard to print off a whole bunch of 3D printed beavers and have them already painted. And if you bring them down and help me hide them on Robert's layout, we'll definitely let you operate.
Yeah, he's got the swamp area that the beavers would be good at. And we will be doing, okay, just to preface all this, even though, our operating session will be on January 3rd.
Yes.
I'm going to get there on the 2nd, probably midday, early afternoon. And, but we will be doing an operating session, a morning and an afternoon session on that Saturday. And we will be broadcasting live as well. And I guarantee, all right, that you don't want to miss that live broadcast.
Well, I hope somebody has the camera set correctly so we can see things.
Bite me, John.
Hey, if I got to, I'll hijack it like I've done before.
Oh, you're going to go there on the 1st, Jack? I'm going to be there on the 2nd. So, why don't you go on the 2nd?
Well, the 2nd's what, that Friday? He's got to go back to work that Friday. Why don't you just come up on that Saturday? Or do you got to work that Saturday too, Jack?
He's just being a knucklehead.
That ain't no lie.
All right. Oh. Anyway,
Steve, did you get anything this week?
I did.
Ooh.
All right, and just to set the stage for that, this is something, of course, that let me do this and do this. All right, and before I open those, I have to go to this.
You're killing me, Smalls. Ah! You're killing me, Smalls.
That's intended for you, Jason.
Oh.
You're killing me, Smalls.
What did you get What is my fault this time?
More boxes that he bought.
Are those the those AccuRail auto racks kits?
I imagine on the inside they're going to look a lot like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you remember back, God, this is probably 3-4 years ago. There was a discussion about unit trains, and I said that, CB&Q really didn't have any unit trains. They didn't have other than coal. They didn't have auto racks. Well, I was wrong. They did have auto racks. And at the train show, of course, you spotted the auto rack at the one place that had the T-shirts. And so I was kind of obligated to get it because I had also bought 2 Athearn Genesis CB&Q auto racks as well. And so, damn, I broke the box. And so anyway, I walked away from the train show with 3 CB&Q auto racks. And I was surfing eBay a couple of weeks ago.
That's a
week and a
bad
half
thing
ago.
to do.
Yeah.
Bad thing
And
Evil Bay.
lo and behold, I was just seeing if they had different, more than one road number for the auto racks. All right. Well, not only did they have more than one road number, the original one from the train show is a bi-level, and they had a tri-level. All right, this one place. And I'm looking on here to see where is the deck. I want to make sure they have different part numbers on the boxes from what I had, so I just want to make sure they're different. And the tri-level is 800-173.
Is that the price?
No. Well, these are a hell of a lot cheaper than the Athearn Genesis ones. All 3 of the AccuRails cost less than one of the Genesis. So it was the tri-level was 800-173. The one I got at the train show is maybe.
Oh, Ray just popped in.
All right, Ray. While I'm
Morning, Ray.
doing this, why don't I?
Hey, Joe, give me a call later on that turnout building. I'll talk to you about it.
Here's Ray.
Steam puffing, fire breathing, awesome 10-wheel locomotives, and the conductor's watch looked as big as one of my grandmother's biscuits.
All right.
Yes, I remember you, Carolina, grand old lady of the South.
Train show is 800-149, so they're different. It's a bi-level. All right.
Question for Ray. Are you going to be able to use those turnouts that I sent you?
And not just one off of eBay, Jason, but 2. And again, it appears to be a different number.
Now, Steve, if you need any more auto racks, and let's say that maybe you want a Rock Island one, I can hook you up.
You know, the cars themselves are cheap. It's the filling the cars with autos. That's the expensive part. But I think
Well,
each of
you
these
can't
will
just
hold.
fill them with any autos. You have to make sure that they're from the same manufacturer.
Right.
And the same time period.
That too.
They should be the
And
same
usually the same model.
year.
Just
Sometimes
No.
they would have a mix of models, but not
How
very
many parts
common.
do you need?
All right, this is 157. I'm gonna need 50.
What
No,
time period?
55, mid 60s. Okay, so I got all those done.
Lynn's got a few cars.
Yeah, see, that one wouldn't work. That one wouldn't work either. They gotta be 60s,
You know what-
mid 60s.
Y'all know what's nice about my era? Auto racks weren't a thing. They were all in automobile box cars.
Yep.
So I don't have to
Yep.
stuff them with automobiles.
Yes. Automobile boxcar.
There you go, 50-footer.
Yep. I've got probably 20 of these. So
I don't have a C&EI one.
you don't.
No,
Well,
not an automobile
maybe-
one, I don't.
Maybe we'll have to change that for you, Jason.
So
I'll
in the
send you one of
Chicagoland,
ones that I changed the number on, so you won't find another one like it.
in the Chicagoland area, there was a Ford plant and a Chrysler plant. So
I've got a
don't
few
think
Cotton Belt ones.
I don't think there are any GM plants in the area. Does anybody model the Rock Island? Yeah, Jason models the Rock Island.
Barely.
Yeah.
I saw on your website, Jason, you had a couple of Rock Island locomotives.
So those are not mine. Those are on that one estate that's on consignment.
But you have them up for sale, though.
I do have them for sale.
Hmm.
I also have a very, very beautiful brass Burlington E9 for sale too.
No, no.
He says he thought that Jason modeled the SP.
Mm-mm.
You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me, Smalls.
No, I modeled the SSW.
Yeah, I modeled the Burlington, Keith, and you know it. So
Well, he says no one models the Burlington.
it's the only railroad since pre-Civil War that's shown a profit every year of its existence.
I put it this way: if I modeled the SP, then John up here models the Mopac.
Well, they did take some of C&EI's track. And remember a couple weeks ago, I showed you that
You're killing me, Smalls.
the C&EI that was produced right after or during that acquisition time. That's the Mopac Blue with the Screaming Eagle on it, but it still had a C&EI buzzsaw on the side of the cab. So yeah. Yeah, poor C&EI got split up between them and the L&N, and then it went to CSX. Yeah.
I will tell you, one of the guys that I'm in the ops rotation with, and I've done a layout tour video recording. I just haven't published it yet because I want to get a couple more layouts in the area and just do one big video. But he has a Mopac locomotive that actually has C&EI on the buzzsaw.
Yeah.
On his layout.
That was right after the Mopac purchased some of the C&EI track, and it was the blue with Screaming Eagle and the C&EI buzzsaw. Yeah. Yep. I got one of those.
And then another guy that I model with, he's got the C&EI caboose with the buzzsaw.
Yeah.
Heath, that's because the Cotton Belt, even though they didn't call their trains the daylights, which not all of the SP trains were daylights, they used the same color scheme as the SP daylight because they didn't want to pay, I guess, the paint companies to have their own, passenger fleet, like different colored. So, but they only had like 4 locomotives that were painted in daylight colors. And then all of the passenger fleet was either the Pullman olive green, or eventually they went to the daylight colors. And then when SP later on went away from the daylight colors and did the stainless steel with the red stripe, Cotton Belt followed suit. So.
Very good.
Cool. Well, John, do you want to share your backdrop?
Sure.
Results?
Sure. You can see it a little bit above me up here. Remember, I used to have pictures all along that, but I was tired of the green back. So this wasn't a too expensive project, but this is some of what I use for the underdecking of my layout is that Luan underlayment. It's like 5 millimeters thick. So I got a piece of that, ripped it down in half, and started painting. The original color that I got, I went to Lowe's, which I don't have a Home Depot yet, but went to Lowe's and got a gallon of, it's like a robin egg blue to start with. And as I was painting in the wet paint, I had some of my cheap craft paints, True Blue and Pewter Gray, that I would have out on a piece of cardboard and mix in with some of the wet paint up on the board I just put in, and it modeled out fairly decent. I am not an artist by any stretch of the imagination, but I wanted something up there that at least would attempt to look like sky. And it turned out pretty good. I did not seal the center crack, but that's better than a green back wall there. And that's
that looks good.
Some of my background buildings that I'm working on. That will be all along that. So, I didn't want to try to do any kind of perspective views like Steve did. I'm just not that good of artist. So I do have my wife's daughter coming in Christmas. I may get her to try to paint some clouds up there for me, because she's a much better artist than I am. But yeah, I'm gonna do that on 3 of the sides. On my t'other wall, I've already moved pictures around. I have, my walls were covered with them, but now I got to redo them some. I still have to redo, those up there on the top, so I can get some more in that area. I think on the other side and this end, I'm only going to do 18 inches high instead of 24 inches high. I think maybe 24 is a little bit too high for that, but yeah. But yeah, so the gallon of mismatched paint only cost me $15. And originally
Nice.
that paint was $59 a gallon. So big savings there. The board was one sheet of the 4x8 Luan or underlayment. It was $23 or $26 for the sheet, which when I built my layout with the same stuff, it was only $8 a sheet. So
I asked him why he didn't use masonite like the rest of the
yeah, well,
like everybody else.
because I like the wood. And you don't have to worry about, how the masonite has one side that's real slick, and it's hard for paint to adhere to that. So I
That
like
is
the
true.
wood. So the wood will dull out the paint even if it is a gloss paint. And so that's why I chose that. Plus I've worked with it before, so that's what I generally work with. But yeah, it turned out halfway decent, I think. Now I got to get working on the buildings, and I did finish all the base material for my yard there that you can barely see. But and again, I use actual granite grit that I get off the side of the mountain, and like this is a whole thing of medium blend, and then I got a fine blend, and then one thing you can't see up there, and I don't know what. Oh, I even have an ultra fine. It's almost like a powder, but it's actual granite. Comes off the side of the mountain. I sift it all down. This is what I use for. I've got a road that goes up to the one control tower there, and that's what I use for that to simulate asphalt. But it works out pretty good. Now, yes, it does take time to do it, but when you have more time than you have money, you do what you have to do to make it. So, yeah.
Well,
And
it
then
looks good. Hey, if
then
you
I
watch enough Bob Ross videos, you could become a great painter.
yeah, no, I can't sort of watch his. But then I did find something on eBay that I hadn't seen before, so yeah, of course I had to buy it. It's some C&EI orange and blue emblems, which I needed because I have a project where I'm redoing some FP7s eventually. Got 4 of them, so I'll need the blue Chicago and Eastern Illinois off of that, and I need the blue ovals off that, and I'll do those up, and got all the numbers that I need on there. So yeah, but
Joe wants
that
to
was
know how your roundhouse is coming.
still about the same.
You're being a butterfly fluttering from project to
Yeah,
project.
well, that roundhouse, that's such a big project. I'll just go up here and show it. Still wondering on how to do the lighting the easiest because there's 21 stalls in that. So I'm trying to figure out what's the best way to do it, and I have to reach to get to it because it's in the center of that 5.5-foot section there. Actually, it's 6.5 foot wide. So I'm trying to think of ways that one, I still need to remove the roof in every other section at least to clean track. Yeah, I'm still thinking. I got all the lights ready for it, but still thinking on how to do it. I don't know if I'm gonna use one of Steve's tricks about mounting the copper tape on the inside of the roof and just soldering to those copper tapes with, of course, board in between there, so I don't melt the roof. But or I'm gonna run the wires down through there and
on mine, I did not use the copper tape on my roundhouse. I used
Right.
a bare copper wire, and just soldered to it. And I ran those wires through the beams because nobody can ever see those anyway.
Yeah, that's what my original idea was. But you've used the copper tape on some of your other buildings.
Oh yeah.
So I was thinking about doing that. Yeah, not sure yet, but it'll get done eventually. It's cold here in Tennessee, so I've been working on it, and I am butterflying it. Yes, but it's what it is. But
Heat shrink tubing makes great cheap conduit. Just saying.
Yes. Yeah. So I did buy some, I think it was 16 gauge wire that I was going to strip off the casing and run the wires like Steve did on his. Again, it's just getting over there to work on it without destroying stuff is the hard part of it. But it'll get done eventually. I hopefully have a few more years to work on it. So that's all I had.
I have not had one single derailment in my problem spot since I reversed that piece of flex track. So that makes me feel good.
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, I still have a double slip that I've got to build, but I've been too busy adding items slowly but surely on the website. So my layout's kind of taking a back seat for right now. But everything else works great.
That's good. Yeah, I got my wife has her sister-in-law and her kids coming in for the weekend, so I know I got to get up there and glue that piece of track my cat knocked off. So I'm sure they'll want to see the train running around. So after we get done with that, that's my next. After we get done with the show, that's my next task. Then I got plenty of other stuff to do today. But
so next Friday, I am not sure whether we're going to have a live stream or not, because my son and daughter-in-law will be in town, and I don't know what plans my wife may have set for us. And I know that on Friday, January 3rd, we will not be having a live stream, at least not at the regular time. We may have one late in the afternoon on Friday, but not at 10:30 Central Time like normal, because I will be driving. So
what you're saying is the next 2 Fridays I can sleep in.
Yes, you can, Len.
Unlike this morning when fire trucks were going down the street at 5 in the morning, but
next Friday, next Friday, day after Christmas, I know I wouldn't be able to do it anyway. My wife's daughter will be in town, so she'll have things planned for us.
Oh, your daughter's coming in?
No, my wife's daughter.
Oh, your wife's daughter. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Well, who knows? Maybe I can go live that next Friday.
yeah, there you go.
And you should be off
Oh.
work, shouldn't you?
So I work Monday and Tuesday next week, and then I am off till the 5th.
Hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm
Cool,
always
cool,
a little
cool.
off.
Yeah, I know when I worked for the county government, if it worked out to where we had Friday and Saturday off because of our Thursday and Friday off, in between Christmas and New Year's, I'd take 3 days the next week and have a week and a half off. Only, yeah, there are benefits to that, aren't there, Jason?
Yeah, that's it. So I work for the county, and
Okay.
so the way that the holidays line up this year for both Christmas and New Year's is, what is it? Wednesday, Thursday. Well, I didn't want to come back and work Friday, so I took the Friday off. Then I took the following Monday and Tuesday off. And then I was like, well, I don't want to come back and work that next Friday. So I took 4 days off
Okay.
to get almost 2 full weeks.
Ah. Yeah.
So, because I'm getting 4 holidays.
Yeah. And then always our county administrator always add in another half day or full day for, appreciation for
Yeah.
employees. So, yeah, it was. I know when I left the county, I was almost up to 8 weeks of vacation a year.
Well, I'll tell you this, John. I don't know if y'all have heard or not, but the federal government is looking at making the 26th a holiday as well.
Mhm.
And so my director is actually going to the board to look at seeing if we can get the 26th off with pay as well. And then that would be one less day I got to use PTO.
Right. Yeah.
So
My daughter, being an attorney, the courthouses are closed the week of Christmas, all week. So
yeah.
her law firm, just shuts down that week.
Hmm.
And then she's got 1 week vacation left. So she basically has 2 weeks in a row off. She was today being her last day, and she was so excited today. All of a sudden, I hear somebody at the front door at 5:30 in the morning. Well, normally she shows up at 6:45. All right. So I opened up the front door and I said, "What the hell are you doing here?" And she goes, "Well, it's normal time." I said, "No, it's not. You're an hour early." And she looked at her watch. She goes, "Oh, I am."
What she was wanting was the thick slabs of ham that you cooked us for breakfast.
Yeah. Well, I bought 2 hams for Christmas, 2 half hams for Christmas. One is a salt and caramel cured.
Ooh.
That sounded good. So
Yeah.
yeah,
We had family come in from Canada and from Norfolk, Virginia. Private Fallon, our grandson, first leave from the Army. He came in at 1:30 the other night in the morning. But they're all getting on a cruise ship Saturday and taking off for 8 days. So it'll just be me and my
Gus.
wife hanging out.
Yeah. But
Gus has joined us. Wasted
Gus?
H2F.
Well, my family, they're coming up on Christmas Day, but they'll go back home on Christmas Day because they only live an hour and a half away.
Yeah, they're down in Pine Bluff, right?
And then we've already done, well, I wouldn't say we've already done. Amanda's mom, she's dating a guy that lives over in West Virginia, and it's one of her high school sweethearts. And she already came a couple of weeks ago and visited with me, Amanda, and Aaron, and went ahead and gave Aaron his Christmas gift. And so that side of the family's already done. And then now we just got my side of the family, which they're going to come up on Christmas Day. And so,
Cool.
That Friday, like I said, that Friday, I might be able to go live because we're going to be home not doing anything. And we're not really the type to go out shopping, the day after. We're kind of homebodies. So
Yeah.
So
All right.
Let me know.
Well,
Keep me in touch.
we are fast approaching our 1 hour, and I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I want to thank everybody for joining us here at the Retirement Railroad 2.0 here in Oklahoma. And don't forget, y'all have a great day.
Merry Christmas, all.
Merry Christmas.
right.
Happy holidays.
Ah! You're killing me, Smalls. Ah! You're killing me, Smalls. Ah! You're killing me, Smalls.
He
Never
just
gets
loves
old.
that.
Bye, all.